Hey, how you doing? I'm Dave Dugan. Maybe you recognize me from Dry Bar Comedy, Showtime, Comedy Central, or maybe you recognize me from my starring role in the 80s ill-fated after-school special, Bucky and OK Dog with just a little bit of rabies. Anyway, you can read the credits on the bio. You have an event coming up and you're thinking about doing it as a virtual event. I'd like to help you out with that. I've done several of these already for everything from national conferences to meetings to birthday parties, fundraisers, you name it, and they're a lot of fun. And I like to customize the comedy to best relate to each group. You can even help me build the show if you'd like in that way, if you have something in mind, because I'm flexible. I'm what they call flexible. I call it double jointed. Some call it flexible. Whatever it is, it kept me out of the Army. But if you want to do a more interactive show, I invite all the folks that are attending the Zoom conference or whatever it might be to keep their microphones open so we can do that, or have a Q&A at the end of the comedy performance. You need me to host an MC, of course, all these different things. Or here's a good angle to start out an event. Introduce me as someone that I'm not, an imposter, in other words, with those legit kind of sounding credentials. And I'll do a lot of research so I sound believable in the role, whatever it might be, a new hire, a so-called expert in whatever your field is. It could be a former classmate, anything you want it to be. I'll sound believable to everybody for a while, and then I'll start to get a little more outlandish with the what I'm saying and the concepts and so forth, and your group will get kind of wise, and you can have the joy of watching them get punked, I guess, for a little while, and then we'll turn it around and launch into the regular comedy performance. It's just an angle to consider. I can tell you're not even focused on me. You're focused on my backdrop. I'm pretty proud of that. That's a trial and error thing there, boy. I tried a lot of things that you see too frequently. Some of the standard backdrops, like the bookshelf with the impressive books, but I didn't think anybody'd think I was well read, so I ditched that pretty quick. I had the mountain scene. That didn't look very natural. Oh, yeah, I didn't think anybody believed I'd just walk out my front door of my office and I'd be taking a stroll down the Golden Gate Bridge. So I ditched that one, toot sweet. So now what I'm going with is sort of the what's just in my studio naturally, which is like the hundreds of CDs. I've got random paperwork everywhere, okay, this is a disconnect notice from the gas company. Anyway, I've got lots of CDs, and each one is special to me. I'll tell you what, I'll pick one randomly. They all mean something to me. This is the Essential Boxcar Willie. All right. Hey, I'll tell you what. If you hire me for your next virtual event, I'll give you a CD of your choice. How's that sound? Probably like borderline bribery. Anyway, I hope I have the opportunity to provide the laughs for your upcoming event.